Taliban death squads are going door to door seeking out those who have previously opposed them, human rights groups claim. Reports from Afghanistan suggest that militants have already broken their pledge not to carry out revenge killings after the government collapsed. Thousands are desperately seeking to flee after the Taliban, whose brutal regime was in power between 1996 and 2001, seized control of the capital last Sunday. New images show robed fighters appearing to be holding American M16 rifles, with the UN warning the group appears to be seeking out anyone who worked with the US or NATO. German news organization Deutsche Welle, DW, said the Taliban had killed a close relative of one of its journalists after a house-to-house search. Other family members are said to be on the run. DW Director General Peter Limburg said, "The killing of a close relative of one of our editors by the Taliban yesterday is inconceivably tragic, and testifies to the acute danger in which all our employees and their families in Afghanistan find themselves." It is evident that the Taliban are already carrying out organized searches for journalists, both in Kabul and in the provinces. "We are running out of time." A UN report has warned that the Taliban is punishing relatives of people they are searching for, the New York Times reports. The group is said to have combed through files at Afghanistan's Ministry of Defense and Interior as well as the headquarters of the country's spy service. They have drawn up lists of opponents they are searching for, it is feared. Human Rights Watch said, reports of Taliban forces searching for former officials and others have continued since the Taliban took control of Kabul, and the media have reported that Taliban forces have been seen using excessive and lethal force to disperse crowds at Kabul airport and at a protest in Jalalabad. The Taliban have long threatened, and in many instances killed, government workers, human rights and women's rights activists, and other high-profile women. In a press conference this week, Taliban spokesman Zabihullah Mujahid claimed that the group would not take revenge against former government servants. He also said the new government would support rights of women and girls, media freedom, and protections for former government personnel. Yesterday Amnesty International said Taliban fighters had massacred 9 ethnic Hazara men after taking control of Afghanistan's Ghazni province last month. One of them was strangled with his own staff while another had his arm muscle sliced off, the human rights group said. It said, the brutal killings likely represent a tiny fraction of the total death toll inflicted by the Taliban to date, as the group have cut mobile phone service in many of the areas they have recently captured, controlling which photographs and videos are then shared from these regions. Agnes Callamard, Amnesty International's Secretary-General, said, "The cold-blooded brutality of these killings is a reminder of the Taliban's past record, and a horrifying indicator of what Taliban rule may bring." These targeted killings are proof that ethnic and religious minorities remain at particular risk under Taliban rule in Afghanistan. We urge the UN Security Council to adopt an emergency resolution demanding that the Taliban respect international human rights law and ensure the safety of all Afghans regardless of their ethnic background or religious beliefs.